All right, hello, my friends. Welcome back to Breakfast with Sergio. This is episode number 84. And today I'm going to talk about planning an exhibition. This is part number 2 on the topic of planning an exhibition. And today, my friends, I have here waiting for me 3 delicious pancakes, homemade pancakes, golden, beautiful looking pancakes. That's my breakfast. What's in your plate today? Let me know. I always enjoy checking out what you guys are having for breakfast today as well. Well, my friend, today I want to talk about, again, planning a show. This is the second part of 2. Last time, if you missed it, check out episode number 83, Planning for a Show, part 1. And in that episode, I talk about how when you're planning for an exhibition, an upcoming show, it's really a partnership, right? It's really a partnership between you and the gallery. It's a partnership where both of you can work together to make a successful opening, and in the promotion particularly. So, as I mentioned in the previous episode, you want to have those conversations with your gallery and help cross-promote all the way through the opening. So today I want to talk about another thing that you can do as an artist to get ready and to prepare, particularly in the area of marketing. And what I would suggest you do way before the gallery opening, a few months ahead of time, sit down, take a piece of paper, pen, or do it in your computer, and write down, create a timeline, a marketing timeline. Create a marketing timeline that will help you stay organized, stay focused in your marketing, work with purpose, and avoid overwhelm. Avoid overwhelm. As you know very well, right before the show, you are hectic, running, delivering the work, and doing all these other things, preparing for the show. And sometimes marketing can get, kind of a last-minute thing. So if you plan ahead of time, then you have this timeline. All you have to do is just follow the timeline. Just follow the timeline from the moment where you are at all the way to the opening night and even post-opening as well. So in your timeline, you want to include a lot of things. You really want to put it all in detail, kind of reverse engineer the opening, work backwards so you know what you need to do prior to as you get to. For example, in your planning of your marketing, you might include, let's say, 2 months ahead of time, send out your press release. If the gallery is sending a press release, which probably they are, you might want to ask for a copy of it so that you can also forward it to your own contacts. You can also forward that to anyone that has made an interview of you in the past, any press people that you have contacts with. Send it out. You never know if they might pick up your story once again, Maybe if it has been many years since they featured you, maybe this will be a good opportunity to feature back again, to bring you back and do a sequel or a second story. So also what you want to do is be excited in your announcement. Maybe 2 months prior to that, when you kind of first announce and say, I'm super excited because of this show is coming up and it's going to be about this, or expect to see this. Show the excitement in your post, show the excitement in your social. If you're not excited about it, why would anyone be excited about your show, right? So show the excitement that you have for that specific event. 1 month before, you can start sending your save the date. If you send it too early, people forget. So I found that in my experience about, a little bit before 1 month between, no earlier than 1 month, I would send the save the dates because people forget. So 1 month in advance, I think is good enough where people can put it on their calendars if they want to, or they can let you know if they will be able to make it or not. So save the date, emails, announcements, email marketing, using your MailChimp or whatever you use to send out your email to your email list. Start saying, save the date, we'd love to see you there, expect to see this or that. Always say, what should they expect to see? What's the expectation? Kind of build, raise the bar, build the expectation of what's coming to the show. Is it new pieces? Are there specific body of work that you are featuring in the show? Or, is it a particular work that is a key piece in the show? In my previous show that I just opened last Friday, I had a brand new, very large work, 6 feet by 18 feet wide. And so I was pretty excited about that. So that was kind of like the key conversation in all my marketing. Come and see it, right? Come and check this new work that I'm finishing up for the show. I would suggest also 2 weeks before, you should sit down and plan your Instagram post, really plan your Instagram post and your social media, your Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you do, plan ahead. If you plan it, then it's a lot easier to just do it, as the weeks get hectic prior to the show. I use an app that's called Preview. It's an Instagram app that's called Preview, where you can plan your posts ahead of time, and then all you have to do is just release them, during that time. So you can sit down, plan your Instagram post. I would suggest release a few works that you're going to be featuring. You may not want to release the whole show, but just a few works that you can promote. If you saw how I promoted my show, that just opened, called Observations at ACS Gallery, still open all the way for 2 months. You can come and check it out here in Chicago. But so the way I promoted my show on Instagram, I started showing small details of the large piece that I was featuring as the key piece for the show. So because it's a very large work, I started showing kind of like behind the scenes, studio shots of how the piece was made, but not showing the whole thing, right? Just little details. And I kept saying, if you want to see the whole thing, you have to come to see the show. I will release it later after the show opens, and that's exactly what I did. The day after the show opened, then I released the full picture online on my social. But all the way to the opening, it was just little bits and pieces, angle views, or I would blur it with the Instagram app, and in some sections so that you could not tell. You could get a glance of what might be coming, but not really get the full picture. So that creates momentum, creates anticipation for that. So plan your Instagram post. I would say a week before. Start doing live videos, start doing Instagram stories. You saw my example that I did on episode number 83, where I used the episode to release, some of the works and actually show them on the screen, some of the works that were going to be in the show, right? And I was excited about that, to share those with you. So you can do kind of similar things, as the week leads you to the show, start creating, increase the momentum, increase the level of excitement of what's coming for the show. Email your list once again and say, hey, just a reminder, don't forget, I know you already saved the date, but just don't forget that this is coming up next week. And then the week off, what I would suggest you do, again, continue your lives, videos and invitations and so on, create anticipation. And that's when you want to also take the time to sit down and write some personal notes. You have a messenger, you can do it through text, however you want, handwritten notes, and then take the time, an hour or two, to sit down and say, who do I want to send a personal note invitation? And that's what I did as well. Through Messenger, invite a bunch of people that I wanted to see that with just a custom message, send them, say, hey, we'd love to see you there. I would be so excited if you can come. So those special notes are always a good token, a good note of appreciation for people that you want to see in the show, and then they can reply and let you know if they'll be able to make it or not. So again, my friend, this is something that you can do prior to the opening of your exhibition. And actually inside of the Art Next Level program, I have a whole very detailed timeline that artists in the Art Next Level membership have access to, which you can do if you want to check it out. Just go to theartistnextlevel.com, theartistnextlevel.com, my friends, where you will find also a bunch of resources for your art career and the membership that we have available for artists to work with us. So my friends, thank you for watching this episode. I hope that this planning timeline idea will help you in your next show. If you are planning right now for an event, think about that, sit down, plan your exhibition, plan what's happening, and you will have a very, very successful opening night. Thank you, my friends, for watching. Share this episode with a friend. Please do that. And I will see you in the next episode of Breakfast with Sergio. Goodbye.